So here's the analogy I want you to picture here, Halal. Imagine two side-by-side buses. Imagine they're mini buses, Ben. And the person who's in the driver's seat is totally different based on the approach, right? So our business is set up with the person who's in the driver's seat is the qualified property investment advisor, right? The bus to the right, the one that's next door to it, just imagine the traditional financial planner is in the driver's seat. Now, where the strategy goes depends on who's driving, right? So the financial planner on the bus to the right, they can only go on the roads that they're allowed to go on that are predetermined. And the qualified property investment advisor doesn't have the same limitations that the financial advisor has when it comes to direct residential property. They can go on different roads, and that's fully sanctioned. Sometimes if the wrong person's in the driver's seat, Ben, they'll go off-road, but we won't go down that.
Not, I love that analogy. Not as many roads to travel on because it's only one particular product. They're staying in their lane, but I love where you're going with
lane, but some go road, right? Some go road.
Yep.
Now, here's the point. On our bus, in our business, the qualified property investment advisor drives strategy. They drive the overarching strategy. And if you happen to be on our bus for our business, where you would find the financial planner is they'd be sitting on the back seat, Ben. They'd be sitting right at the back on the back seat, because what happens is the qualified property investment advisor is driving strategy. They say, this is the path, this is the plan, this is what I think you should do. And then what happens is at the end of that, they go, right, you've got a plan? Yep. Do you want some help executing on that? Yes, please. All right. So then the driver would stop, put the car in neutral, put the bus in neutral whilst it's safe. Ben, they would turn around and then they would look at the mortgage broker and they would say, here's the plan. Can you please go and facilitate the lending for that plan? And the mortgage broker would do that, the investment savvy mortgage broker. Then the person in the driver's seat, they would also spin a little further and they'd talk to the buyer's agent on the next seat and they'd go, they're going to get the finance for you. Now you go and actually buy the real estate, okay? But you've got to go on the strategy that I've just designed because I'm the driver here. And then once they've done that, he'll then turn around and say to the financial planner who's on the back seat of the bus, hey, listen, by the way, we're still coming your way because once these people have done what they need to do, we need you to protect them. We need you to give them a big hug, build a moat around them and just make sure that they're protected. So please do what you do within your lane, which is what you're allowed to play with. But we're going to do some stuff first and then we're going to come and talk to you at the end. That's our bus. If you go and step on the bus next door, the traditional financial planner, Ben, will be doing the similar thing, but in their lane, saying this is the strategy, and then they'll turn around and talk to the people. But the important distinction is this. Traditional financial planning, the financial planner is the driver of that bus. In the way that we've set it up, we've got the qualified property investment advisor as the driver.
That's right, Bryce. So effectively, if I'm walking up and I'm seeing two buses and I'm looking at the destination that they're going in, this is me in terms of my investment choice. If I want to invest in property, residential property, I'm going to get on that bus and I'm going to talk firstly to the property investment advisor. If I want to invest in shares or super, I'm going to get on that bus first. If my first thing I want to do is invest in property or learn about property investing, I am better off talking to a property investment advisor first.